I mean, we were talking about if Meg Thee Stallion got a lot of the hate because she's a woman, and I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because when she was first coming out on the scene, I feel like a lot of dudes that don't listen to female rappers a lot were like bringing her up as an exception. Like, yo, this is a woman who can actually spit. But now that she got that type of recognition, it's like a reaction to it. Because where it's like, well, she's not as good as my favorite rapper. She's not as good as Lil Baby, so that must mean that she's ass. I feel like we see that with other people like Nicki, who I think probably just gets put a little bit too low in terms of all-time ratings where she should be at in terms of like her skill and discography.
Yeah, bro. I think Nicki's definitely not up there all time for me. But if you're putting her in a top like 50, she's got to be in the top 50. Like if you don't have her in your top 50 just in general, it's kind of like you're kind of off. There's obviously other rap like Lauryn Hill, I would definitely think would be above Nicki. But if you're putting top 50, I think Nicki has got to be in there. Like with that whole Young Money influence, like she has solid projects too, bro. She definitely doesn't get the type of love either.
She's a diamond song too, bro. Let's not like forget about that, right? Isn't Super Bass diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think I remember Anaconda. I don't know if that's Diamond, but that also did insane numbers when it dropped. I'm pretty sure that broke a YouTube record when it dropped, like even before 6ix9ine did. That was kind of the WAP of that time before WAP.
Bro, even when Fifi came out, I probably did some absolutely crazy numbers. And that was just 2019, bro. Like tracks like Only when that came out were probably crazy. She was on Motorsport 2 just a couple years ago. And this is just the recent stuff that that are younger than us have listened to. Like when we were really coming up, bro, when she was dropping like Pink Friday, her fan base was gigantic. And
Yeah.
that fan base is still super loyal, bro.
It is, bro. And she always Nicki's funny because she's always starting beefs too with like other rappers like Cardi B, and then you see their fan bases both going at it, like going crazy on our TikTok comments. But I mean, it's definitely her fan base is definitely well earned. Like the Pink Print was definitely fire. I think my favorite song from her probably got to be Chun Li. I think she just snapped on that shit. Like I don't really even know too many dudes that's really rapping like that consistently now.
I really like what I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I kind of did listen to that Pink Friday album when it was first coming out. When Super Bass was hot, bro. What Your Love was on there. This song Fly on there is probably my favorite track. It's with Rihanna. I think that's a dope track. And Moment for Life is obviously a classic song, in my opinion. And that's like early Nicki. Like Nicki does have big hits in recent years too. Like global hits too. Like they're not like Lil Baby hits. Like Lil Baby like Freestyle, We Paid, Grace, like Emotionally Scarred. Those are like semi hits compared to a lot of Nicki's top tracks.
Yeah. With that being said, like Nicki is definitely, to me, Nicki is the top female rapper of all time. Like respect to people like Lil Kim, but like nobody has done what Nicki has done before. Obviously, Cardi and Megan coming on the scene. But with that being said, when you bring up all time lists, when we're putting those together, like we really gotta objectively put those together because I don't know. To me, she ranks around the 30 range. Like
Yeah, I put her and Lauryn Hill probably both like one in the 30s and one in the 40s probably. Like if I was just roughly like thinking about where I'd put a list together.
Yeah. Well, here's the hot question though. So we were ranking Eminem's all-time rank last time. Who do you rank higher in terms of the all-time ranking, Nicki Minaj or Eminem?
Y'all are
It's
gonna get tight
close.
at me. Y'all are
It's
gonna get tight.
close.
It's very close. Like it's bro. It's like Nicki's like 31, Eminem's like 32, bro.
I think it's probably like Eminem's probably like 30. To be honest, Eminem's probably like near the high 20s and like Nicki's probably like high 30s.
I would probably
All
agree
right,
with
you
that
got
100%.
you're you guys might get at me for this, but like I honestly think Nicki is just as good as a technical rapper as Eminem. Bro,
I
when
mean,
you look at
it's
songs,
probably
when you look at songs like Chung Li, like literally what Noah was saying, like
Yeah.
there's still not many dudes that are doing that shit. Like
and the weird thing is, bro, if your peers are like Drake, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, like some of the best
goats.
rappers of all time, it's like, bro, you're definitely not a mediocre rapper, bro. Like she's one of the most well-respected rappers coming out of that time and has those type of cosigns of absolute goats.
Yeah, I agree with Miles. I'd probably put like Nicki somewhere around like the low 30s, Eminem probably like low 20s, but that's probably a lot closer than most people would be putting it.
Bro. Because
Mo-
dudes really are like, yo, Eminem's got to be top 5. Got to be. Like the projects and the numbers are very different, but overall discography, global like type shit of how big those artists actually were, and also like meaningfulness in the industry and like what they did for shit. Like it's about equal, bro. And the only thing that puts Eminem over her is having those diamond albums.
Yeah. The thing is, people are always bringing up Eminem's influence, which I kind of see in terms of, shock value, just really being able to like speak your mind, not giving a fuck, saying what you want. But in terms of like his actual rapping style, how influential do you think he actually is?
Bro, it's like if you really have listened to like Andre 3000, bro, you're like there's not much of a difference in that type of lyricism besides like the obnoxious type of flow to an extent.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't think Eminem's a better lyricist than Andre 3000 either. So it's like if you're considering Nicki's tracks too, Nicki can spit. Nicki can 100% spit like equal with Eminem. I would agree. I wouldn't go as far to say better, but Nicki can spit.
To me, I think if we're even just talking about just straight technicality, I think with the realm of Eminem, like before him, you got to think about dudes like Busta Rhymes, like I don't know, Buzz Driver. Like dudes were definitely doing what he was doing before he started doing it. If that makes sense, at least like technically, when it comes to like lyrical content, like Noah said, the shock value, obviously not everybody was saying as obscene shit as he was, but technically the influence, I don't know.
Y'all gonna have those alternative dudes on your head, bro. Y'all better chill. Those people who love the Slim Shady EP, y'all better
Slim
chill.
Shady, the real Slim Shady.
Have you ever met like an OG that listens to Slim Shady like that, bro? At all?
Bro.
They all listen to Jay-Z. They all listen to Nas. No one
real
listens
Eminem fans do not listen to Eminem right now, bro. They don't. Like they can't honestly
listen to old.
I don't know, bro. It's these 15-year-olds, bro. The same thing with Travis Scott with Days Before Rodeo and Rodeo. They loved those albums, even though they were not even thought of even back then. I mean, I respect the albums for what he did. I don't think he's putting up the greatest shit right now. That shit's pretty dookie, but I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah. The thing is with Nicki, bro, if you're splitting rappers into gender, just male and female, assuming there's two genders, of course. If you're splitting those two like that, which you shouldn't be doing in general, if you're gonna compare Nicki to a real rapper, she's probably like the Jay-Z of female rappers, which holds a lot of type of ground, bro. Like it's crazy. Like she's top 1 in my opinion, and that like I might even be like high 30s might be a little low, bro. Like low key, like low 30s is not a terrible spot.
No, that's where I put her. I put her at like I'd put her. And this is if I was to sit down and create an actual list, I'd put her around low 30s, and I truthfully would probably put her before Eminem just based on like my enjoyability of the music, just like shit I would actually listen to.
Yeah. Given my enjoyability of music and that type of bias, I will admit that we're probably underrating Eminem, but it's like which is okay to agree, bro. But it's also just like that's just what we like, and I just can't really flow with that music, and I just never saw the hype like that. If you're even comparing the two, like there's not many things that Eminem does exceptionally well like that, especially if we're counting like 2010 to right now. Like it's not even close.
I mean, it's just the wordplay and the lyricism you can't really take away, but
yeah,
the subject matter is just corny now.
I think Nicki's super technical.
I think you're sleeping on Eminem's technical. Just him saying words is what I'm saying. Like his technical ability of being able to rap.
That doesn't mean, but that doesn't always mean you are a good rapper, though. Like
no,
like,
I'm just saying you're sleeping. I'm saying you're just sleeping on. Bro, I feel like that part is still slept on.
There's dudes that like do the battle rap shit their whole life, but that doesn't mean if they were to get in the studio, they could make a fucking hit. It's just it's a way different ball game, and I guess we kind of got to put some like criteria or context behind the rating if we're gonna really talk about it that
Yeah.
much. But I'm pretty much just basing it on like projects and music that has aged well. It genuinely has not flopped through time and like off my enjoyability.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, you're saying, whoever said Nicki has almost as close to technical ability as Eminem.
It's
That's low.
100. It's like to 100%.
I don't know. I think Eminem's ability to string together words like that is like pretty unrivaled. But for me, I usually rate music in terms of just how much I enjoy it, like how, interesting the song structure is, things like that. And then Eminem, his old stuff, I think is pretty there in terms of that. Like songs like Stan, Cleaning Out My Closet, like Superman, Till I Collapse. He's telling crazy stories in that and having the lyricism and in most cases sounding good musically. Past like 2010, you just don't see that.
Bro, but it's also like, if we're keeping a buck, great albums age well. And you can't tell me that those albums didn't already peak like in the past.